down by the river's bend, where the willow trees whisper like an old friend. We sing of blessings from the promised land, and I find in His love the grace to stand. When the storms roll in and the skies turn gray, and it feels like the night's gonna swallow the day, I get on my knees and I clasp my hands, for He gives me the strength and grace to stand. Oh, grace to stand when I can't go on. A love so strong, like the morning dawn. He lifts me up from the sinking sand. In His mercy I find grace to stand. In the heart of trials and darkest fears, He's the whisper that wipes away my tears. With each new breath and each command, He blesses my soul with grace to stand. Through the valleys low and the mountains high, the shepherd's voice is my faithful guide. In the shadow of His mighty hand, I walk in faith with grace to stand. Oh, grace to stand when I can't go on. A love so strong, like the morning dawn. He lifts me up from the sinking sand. In His mercy I find grace to stand. Through the valleys low and the mountains high, the shepherd's voice is my faithful guide. In the shadow of His mighty hand, I walk in faith with grace to stand. Oh, grace to stand when I can't go on. A love so strong, like the morning dawn. He lifts me up from the sinking sand. In His mercy I find grace to stand.
When the morning light breaks through so pure and grand, I find peace and love by His guiding hand. In the quiet fields where the wildflowers bloom, I feel His presence driving away the gloom. By the river's edge, where the water's clear, I kneel and pray, knowing He is near. Each step I take on this sacred land reminds me, Lord, I'm on holy ground. On holy ground, I feel His grace in every sunrise, in every place. With each heartbeat and every sound, I know I'm standing on holy ground. Underneath the stars, in the still of night, I talk to Jesus beneath the pale moonlight. Every whisper of the wind through the trees, His love surrounds me, puts my soul at ease. In the simple moments, in the daily grind, I see His wonders, gentle and kind. From the mountains high to the valley low, His presence stays with me wherever I go. I feel His grace in every sunrise, in every place. With each heartbeat and every sound, I know I'm standing on holy ground. In the quiet of the morning, before the sun begins to rise, I hear a whisper in the breeze, God's love is in the skies. In the meadows and the valleys, where the flowers gently sway, I feel His presence with me, guiding every step I take. Through the trials and the heartaches, when my soul is feeling lost, I turn to Him for comfort, to bear each heavy cross. His words are like a lantern, lighting up the darkest night. The shepherd's voice, a melody, leading me toward the light. Oh, the shepherd's voice calls me to a place where I belong, with a heart so full of mercy, He fills my soul with song. In the chorus of creation, His love will always reign. Oh, the shepherd's voice will guide me through the joy and pain. In the church on Sunday morning, where the faithful come to pray, we lift our voices high and sing, giving thanks for every day. The preacher speaks his teachings from that ancient holy book, and in each passage I can see the path that Jesus took. When the storms of life surround me and I cannot find my way, I kneel down in the darkness and in silence start to pray. His voice, it comes so softly, like a mother's sweet caress. The shepherd's voice is calling, promising my soul He'll bless. Oh, the shepherd's voice calls me to a place where I belong, with a heart so full of mercy, He fills my soul with song. In the chorus of creation, His love will always reign. Oh, the shepherd's voice will guide me through the joy and pain. Beneath the weeping willow shade, a farmer knelt and softly prayed for all the dreams that went astray. He found his peace in faith that day. The morning sun rose high and bright, guiding him with holy light. Through trials he would face each day, faith and grace will lead the way. Faith and grace, they hold us tight through the darkest of the nights. Hands held high, our voices raised, thank the Lord for faith and grace. In a small town church on Sunday morn, voice voices lifted, hearts reborn. Families gather, old and new, faith and grace in all they do. A soldier far from home and land clutches tight his wedding band. In whispers soft he says a prayer. Faith and grace will meet him there. Faith and grace, they hold us tight through the darkest of the nights. Hands held high, our voices raised. Thank the Lord for faith and grace. Faith and grace, they hold us tight through the darkest of the nights. Hands held high, our voices raised. Thank the Lord for faith and grace. Thank the Lord for faith and grace. In a one-room church on Sunday morning, the choir sings hope reborn. Simple tunes and heartfelt grace, tears of joy on every face. Mama's voice in the second row softly sings, her faith aglow. With every note her spirit flies to that home beyond the skies. Heaven's echoes calling me, holding tight eternity. Close my eyes and I can see God's sweet love, so wild and free. Preacher's words so strong and true tell of love both old and new. Promises from days of old, faith's bright fire burning bold. Children's laughter fills the air. In their joy, a whispered prayer. Innocence so pure and bright, guided by the Savior's light. Heaven's echoes calling me, holding tight eternity. Close my eyes and I can see God's sweet love, so wild and free. Children's laughter fills the air. In their joy, a whispered prayer. Innocence so pure and bright, guided by the Savior's light. Guided by the Savior